Hey, this is James Ryan again. I'm going to be showing you a couple of cool little blues licks in the key of A, very Stevie Ray Vaughan sounding things. There's a couple of little tricks to these ones, that's why I thought I'd show you how to get these sounding the way you want them to. The first one is this. There's a couple of things with this. The first thing is the bend that you do needs to be quite fast and very snappy, straight up from the D at the 10th fret straight to the E. So very, very fast, and it's got to be very, very accurate. And you can either play it just on its own like that, or you can get a little bit of the second string in there. So what you do is you kind of play it a bit messier, and instead of trying to avoid hitting the other strings with the right hand, you actually kind of grab a bit of the second string, and you let your left hand finger kind of creep up and grab a little bit of the second string. I'm coming in closer now, see if you can see that. So when you bend up, you actually let that kind of grab the second string a bit, so you get this. So instead of the clean, you get, and there's quite a bit of room in there for variation, whether you want a full, crazy sound of the second string, or just a little bit of an overtone in there like so. So that's pretty interesting, you can play around with that. So that's the first bit. The second part is just banging down to a C at the 8th fret, and then an A at the 10th fret on the second string. Fast like that, and a nice big vibrato on the last note. Very cool little lick. Now, here's something you can do with any lick that you learn, and that I suggest you do this to get to know the neck a bit better, is any lick you learn is going to be able to be done in at least 2 places comfortably. And by learning in a couple of places, it means that you're going to have a better knowledge of improvising around the neck. Improvising around the neck. So you're going to find the same notes on the next set of strings. So instead of being on the first string, we're going to be bending on the second string at the 15th, and we're going to go, and then we're going to come down to the 13th fret, and then the A, which is at the 14th fret on the third string. And you get a slightly different tone there too, of course. It's a little warmer, a little thicker, landing on the third string up here, compared to, it's a little bit snappier there. So yeah, I definitely recommend that you try to learn any lick you do in a few different places. And that way, when you do that lick somewhere else, it's going to then take you in a different direction from there. Okay, that's the first lick. The second one is an absolute corker, classic Stevie. So it's pretty similar, but it's got this second really cool bend in it. Quite unusual, but it sounds great. So the first bend's exactly the same. So bending the D at the 10th fret, first string. Then the second bend is actually a semitone below that, so at the 9th fret. So you're actually doing a semitone bend, you're bending it from the 9th fret to the 10th fret. Now again, the trick with this is it's got to be fast and very accurate. So you don't want it to go, you don't really want to hear the C sharp there, the note at the 9th fret, because it's not really a great note on its own, but it's only when you bend up from it. So you get, and then you end with the same 2 notes as before. So you can play around with the timing, the rhythm of that, to come up with your own sort of voicing with it. so much you can do around that area if you just start playing around. And again, if we take that up to the other position, learn to do it there where it's a little bit different. So bend at the 15, then bend at 14, and then finish with 13, and then 14 on the third string.